In an age lost to time, before the Imperium of Man even dreamed of the stars, a civilization shone with a light so brilliant it outshone entire galaxies. They were the Eldar, masters of psychic power, art, and technology, so advanced it seemed like magic. This is the story of their magnificent rise and their catastrophic fall. Imagine a galaxy where every world was a paradise, every need was met, and life was an endless pursuit of pleasure and knowledge. This was the golden age of the Eldar. Their empire spanned countless star systems, connected by the ethereal pathways of the webway. They were ageless, their minds capable of shaping reality itself. They defeated their ancient enemies, the Necrons, and stood as the undisputed rulers of the cosmos. With no wars left to fight and no challenges left to conquer, the Eldar turned their immense power inward, seeking new heights of experience. But this pursuit of perfection slowly curdled into a disease. The Eldar society, once vibrant and disciplined, began to decay from within. The quest for new sensations spiraled into extreme decadence. They explored every pleasure, every emotion, to its absolute limit. Cults dedicated to esoteric and increasingly depraved experiences emerged, each trying to outdo the last. The core of their culture rotted away, replaced by a hollow-eyed obsession with self-gratification. Their powerful psychic abilities, once a tool for creation, now fueled their descent into hedonism. Every extreme act, every indulgent thought, echoed in the warp, the psychic dimension that mirrors the material universe. This psychic resonance began to coalesce. A new power was stirring in the warp, a dark reflection of the Eldar's own excess. It fed on their lust, their pride, their insatiable desire for more. A few Eldar, the seers and the far-sighted, saw the coming doom. They preached of a great terror, a thirsting god that their civilization was birthing. They urged their people to return to the old ways, to find balance and discipline once more. But their warnings were dismissed as the ramblings of killjoys. The majority of the Eldar were too lost in their own pleasure palaces to listen, so the wise began to flee. Some built colossal vessels, city-sized ships they called craft worlds. These became arks, carrying a remnant of the Eldar people, their culture, and their knowledge away from the doomed heart of the Empire. They imposed strict discipline upon themselves, walking what they called the Path, a system of focused lifestyles designed to control their powerful emotions and prevent them from ever falling to the same temptations again. They drifted into the void, preparing for the inevitable end. And then it happened. The fall, the psychic screams of trillions of Eldar, at the peak of their decadence, finally reached a crescendo. In the warp, the entity they had created was born. Slaanesh, the dark prince of pleasure, the chaos god of excess, awoke with a psychic scream that tore the galaxy asunder. The very heart of the Eldar Empire was annihilated, becoming a new, permanent wound in reality, known as the Eye of Terror. Billions of Eldar souls were consumed in an instant, their spirits becoming the first feast for the newborn god. The psychic shockwave was so powerful it killed or drove mad countless others across the galaxy. The Golden Age was over, drowned in a tide of its own creation. The survivors were scattered and shattered. The inhabitants of the craft worlds, now known as the Asurani, became nomads. They sailed the sea of stars, forever mourning their lost glory, fighting a desperate, losing battle for survival. They are the keepers of what little remains of the old Eldar culture, disciplined warrior aesthetics who walk a razor's edge to avoid damnation. Their farseers gaze into the twisted skeins of fate, trying to guide their people away from the clutches of Slaanesh, who still hungers for every Eldar soul. Not all who foresaw the fall chose the path of discipline. Some, dwelling in the dark city of Komorra, deep within the labyrinthine webway, survived by embracing the very cruelty their race had birthed. These are the Drukhari, or Dark Eldar. To prevent Slaanesh from consuming their souls, they must inflict pain and suffering upon others, feeding on the anguish of their victims, to replenish their own withered spirits. They are pirates, raiders, and masters of torture, a dark mirror to the nobility of the craft worlds. They represent the decadent heart of the old empire, refined into a tool for pure, malicious survival. And there is a third group, one that walks a path between light and shadow, the Harlequins. These mysterious warrior dancers serve a different god, the laughing god Sigurach, the only Eldar deity to survive the fall by hiding within the webway. The Harlequins travel between the craft worlds and the Dark City. Their allegiance is a mystery. They are the galaxy's ultimate storytellers, preserving the history of the Eldar through intricate performances and deadly combat. They fight against the forces of chaos with acrobatics and illusion, their every move a part of a grand cosmic jest, holding the line against the darkness with a smile and a blade. From galactic emperors to scattered remnants, the story of the Eldar is a profound tragedy. They are a fallen people, haunted by their past and stalked by a god of their own making. The Asuryani fight for a future that may never come. The Drukhari revel in a cruel present, and the Harlequins dance on the edge of oblivion. Each faction is a testament to what was lost, and a stark warning of the dangers of unchecked ambition and desire. Their once brilliant light has faded, leaving only the ghost of an empire, a flickering ember in the cold, dark expanse of the 41st millennium.